All right. Well, we should be live or something approximating that. We're back after about a month hiatus for our Cyberpunk CHOOM adventure. We left kind of on a cliffhanger. We'll go over things in case people don't remember exactly what happened. And the sound of a dog in the background is, in fact, a dog in the background who will not give me a moment's peace. I'm looking at you. Go to your queen size bed. Go. You're being punished. Right. Cyberpunk Red. That's what we're doing. Richard, who are you playing?
I'm Richard, and I'm being punished by not going to bed. It's 3 a.m. here, and I am playing Laszlo Sane, the medtech of the group.
Whose voice may or not represent a certain person from a Casablanca film.
Maybe. Depends if I can remember to do the accent or not.
We have accents?
Yeah, something like that. Kelly, who you got?
Hello, I am playing Marius. I'm Yellow Belt, dental enthusiast, and netrunner of the group.
Netrunner is low on the
Oh, it was listed in order of
on the
preference.
resume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Way low on the resume.
Yeah.
All right. Michael, who you got?
I am playing 40, the Rocker Girl, and apparently only sane man.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman.
Jameis.
Hey, Kira. I'm playing Alina Roycam. She's a tech with a bit of nomad in her, and this will be the second time she's walked away from someone being tortured.
Only the second.
Well, no one's
And
being
Steven.
tortured yet. Aside from us.
Steven,
Yeah.
tell us all about Pinball and if he's okay or not.
Pinball is having a day. He's got all those other people to deal with while achieving goals and objectives. He is the solo of the group and should not be allowed to make the plans or be in charge of such operations, but he is the person that gets things done. He has a tangential relationship with Laszlo in their backstory, and he's about to maybe beat a guy to death with his hands.
He might. So the cliffhanger we left on. Well, just to recap, you have been charged by Ollivander to find his daughter, who has apparently been kidnapped, as best as he can tell. Certain clues led you to the campus here, Night City University, where you are currently, most of you, in one Cody Khan's office. He's a TA for the linguistics department, and currently he's got a bag over his head and his wrists have been zip-locked behind him, as campus security is on its way as they have tipped their hat to the retreating Elena, who has already left. Yeah, that's where we left off. Wonderful, beautiful setting for tonight's sitcom, because it's funny.
I mean, Bert thinks it's funny.
Okay, so Elena, you have just passed security guards, campus security, that are currently speed walking, not running, because that would raise some questions, but speed walking to the TA's office. They tip their hats at you, as you are of the appropriate age and look very non-aggressive. You are walking away from the TA's office. So you had left the room a couple of minutes ago. Okay, we'll say like 2 minutes ago. So you know that the speed walking security personnel will probably reach the TA's office in about a minute. Do you wish to let them know this or not? Nope.
They're doing their own thing. Whatever. I don't care.
Right. Okay. Yes. Lena is seemingly very, very low on the humanity scale these days, as she's going through.
I could easily get them out too with a very simple thing, but I'm not going to do it.
just can't be bothered. Just can't be bothered. Pinball. So we'll take up with you. You have put a bag over his head. You have zip locked his arms behind his back after he has repeatedly expressed his innocence in all of this. That he knows the person that's missing. They went on one abbreviated date. He says that he had to leave in the middle of it because his agent was stolen. Agent was currently loaded up with all of the midterm projects and papers that he was grading, and they were of very high importance to him. So he never finished the date. At least he says so.
But I was also tipped off that the alarm had been pressed, wasn't I? Because that's the reason.
Yes,
I bagged
yes,
him in.
because some rough-looking dudes coming into his office, dudes and dudettes. Yes, you had him very panicked, especially since Marius pulled out a dental kit for no apparent reason. It's not like he requested an in-home tooth cleaning to be done. So he tripped a silent alarm.
I haven't learned cleaning yet. Just extraction.
Just extraction.
Mr.
It's easier to
Con-
clean them once they're out of their mouths, right?
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah,
You just
of
put them in the
course.
acid bath and then it's done.
You can get a cyber jaw. It's fine. In character now. Mr. Khan, why did you have to press the alarm? No, it's just so pointless. Now I have to probably beat to death whoever shows up, and it wouldn't have saved you because bang, bang, I could have pulled the trigger twice, you'd be dead. The alarm was pointless. It's just more hassle. Excuse me, I have to check on something. And I go to the door to see if anybody's coming.
Okay. It is time of day where most students are either in class or about. You saw on the TA's office door that this is not his normal office hours, so no one will be coming this way.
It's actually fairly late in the day?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just misunderstood something you said then. I thought you said this was when students are out and about.
Well, yeah, because classes go on all through the night as well, because folks have day jobs, so they have classes at night. What I was saying is
Fair,
the
fair.
TA's office, though, this is outside of his normal office hours, so you wouldn't expect anyone to be coming this way. And sure enough, the hallways are fairly clear, but you hear the clop of dress shoes on hard floor, not running, but walking quickly in this direction. Sounds like at least more than one.
Poke my head back in. Siren, either come up with a distraction or I'm going to beat some guys. You got 30 seconds. Oh, TikTok. Too late.
Away?
Hmm?
How about you lead them away from your past crimes?
Not going to work. And I go out into the hallway, close the door behind me.
Go out in the closet. Okay, close the hallway. How old is your character?
Oh, geez.
Could you pass for a college student?
I would say so. I mean, most punks tend to be towards the younger side.
Okay. How obvious is any hardware that you're wearing?
Not at all. Pinball does not have any external cyberware.
Oh, well, no, I mean guns.
Oh,
Like,
he actually
How
packed
obvious
pretty,
is it that you're strapped?
Very similar question. He actually packed pretty lightly for this. I'm glad it did come up because now I can state his actual loadout. He's got his smaller concealable pistol, his baton. Suppose his baton is not collapsible, so it's kind of strapped to his behind him.
Okay. I tell you what then, make me a conceal object check. This will be their difficulty to spot if you are armed, if you're trying to have it concealed.
Let's see. Found it. It's under awareness for people playing along at home.
Okay, an 11. All right. 3 officers come around the corner. Officers is used lightly here. They've got white starched t-shirts and just kind of like cargo pants, and they're wearing military boots to gloss to a high shine. The badge that they're wearing, though, says campus security on them. They have tasers strapped to their hips, and they also have some canisters of gas as well. Nothing's drawn yet. They're just coming fast down the corridor. You've closed the door behind you. We don't hear any screams coming behind the door or anything. Is a light on in the office, or did someone turn the light off?
Presumably the light's on. There is one thing I should note. I am wearing a light armor jacket, which presumably almost everybody's wearing.
Almost everybody wears. Yeah, you buy that off the rack these days.
Okay.
They rolled pretty crappy. Their attributes are not very high, so they don't notice that you are carrying. They come across you at this point, haven't said anything, so they're looking at you a little warily. You know, it's like the door's closed. You could just be in the hallway. You don't look obviously threatening, so they slow down as they're approaching you. You see they've got enough discipline that they kind of spread out just a little bit. They're not coming at you clumped up. No one's got anything drawn, but two of the three men have their hands just lightly touching the tasers on their hips. The third one kind of comes forward. He's the smaller of the two men. Average build, average height. I mean, very forgettable. Almost like that's a catered kind of look or a tailored kind of look. Just very average looking. He comes up to you. He's wearing that white shirt with the campus security on it, and he's like, just kind of gives you the nod and says, "Oh, hello. Everything all right?"
No, have you seen a girl walk away from here?
Ooh, nice ploy. Yeah, dark hair, about yay tall.
Yes. She is having an issue. Too much cyberware.
Okay.
I think she's going psycho.
Too much. Okay. Maybe either a conversation roll.
Mm-hmm.
Conversation's probably the best at this, actually.
Let's see. Is that on her performance? Nope.
Social.
Go ahead. You could do persuasion as well, actually. Persuasion
sure.
is under social, so is conversation. I accept either one of those. You're setting a difficulty for them to see if there's anything up or if they just buy it.
I will take persuasion as it's 1 point higher.
Okay.
Also, it's more cool rather than empathy.
Yeah.
Oof. Not great.
it's okay. They're
Woo!
So the one guy kind of mops his forehead with a handkerchief. He's just like, "Oh man, I swear, kids these days, you get one upgrade, then it's another upgrade, and there's another upgrade, and then suddenly you're shooting up a cafeteria. It's just how, oh man, what's these campuses coming to these days?" He completely buys it. The other two behind him just kind of take
that's a
his
reason
lead.
to hit an alarm. Somebody's having a
Yeah, it's
mental
like,
health
so
issue.
did you? He kind of points at the T's office. Is everything all right in there?
Not really. I was bringing my girlfriend over to talk to Mr. Khan, but she kind of blew up at him. He tried to de-escalate the situation, but she was acting irrational. She's got this, I don't know what it is, a hand. It's got tools in it. I think she's a,
Right, time out for just a second. Let me describe what's going on. So his two buddies, the two larger built men, go and they're now running after in the other direction. He's kind of taken out his agent, and he's putting in what you're saying, like he's taking a statement, and he's just nodding along, going,
So anyway, well, also, I don't know if you want to write this down, but I think Mr. Khan has been dating some of the students, and well, we don't want that getting out. I think he seems kind of important, and I don't want to get the guy fired. But she got either upset with that. She's not coping as well as she used to. She's not handling it. I mean, she was cheating on me with her, but it's the 2040s, right? We can solve this.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, he's a TA. He's not a professor or anything. What is it again? He's pondering for a moment. It's age plus 7 years divided by 2, and if it's within that, it's okay. I mean, Mr. Khan's, he's in his late 20s. It's not like a crime or anything.
Yeah, but some people think they, got a thing going and they got exclusivity when they don't. She wasn't handling the rejection well.
Yeah, no problem. So do you know what the woman's name is that left? And are you a student here, or is it your girlfriend that's a student? You're not scanning. Your ID is not coming up. He doesn't seem worried about it at all.
My girlfriend is. I was trying to, de-escalate the situation, talk her out of it, but she's riled up.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah. She's in there with Mr. Khan now, just kind of taking care of the situation here.
Oh no,
no.
My girlfriend is the one that ran off, and
oh.
Yeah, man, yeah. But wait, did you say dark hair?
Yeah.
No, man. My girlfriend's a blonde, and then I provide the name for the girl that we've cottoned onto.
Okay. So Samantha Strong.
Yes, I supply the name Samantha Strong for 2 reasons.
He looks it up.
So, she will actually come up.
All right. Hey, so this is kind of a, this guy's around your age too, right?
Yeah.
He kind of leans over and says, "Hey, just man to man, you know the rule, right, man? Never put your thing in crazy. I mean, my brother, it's rules to live by, man. You got." Pat you on the back. All right. Hey, if Khan's okay, we'll take care of this. We'll come back in a little bit. We'll get his statement just in case there's any troubles. Is she allergic to anything? Like if we have to tase her, there's not gonna be any complications or anything, right? Oh, I think we lost Steven.
I'm gonna bet he's gonna say absolutely not.
Shellfish, I think.
There we go.
Oh, there he is. There we are.
No.
There we are. You're back.
No. And I'm like, nah, unless she's allergic to shellfish.
Yeah. No, we're good. Actually, he pulls out his spray can. Shellfish. Nope, doesn't seem to be an ingredient. We're all good here. Well, tell Mr. Khan we'll be back after a bit and take his statement just in case. But yeah, we need to go and grab her real quick. You said blonde, huh? All right. She got one of them color changing hair things going on by any chance?
Gosh, I don't think so. But with the new stuff she's putting in all the time, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it starts off as a little nip here, a little tuck there, and then it's an eye, it's a hand, it's a leg, and yeah. I get it. Hey, what was your name?
Oh, me. You know me, don't you? I didn't say already.
No, you didn't. He's actually looking back through his notes, like, no, you didn't.
Oh, Kelly.
Well, Kelly, he actually, I was going to say business card, but no, there's a blip on your agent. You basically just got like a digital card passed over. Hey, if you need any help, if we end up having to send your girl to a hospital or check her into a psych ward or anything, here's my contact information.
Oh,
he seems to be waiting for you to send him yours. So like he's kind of politely waiting there, a little lull.
Oh man, I don't. Should I have something like this?
Oh no, I just thought that if you wanted to check in later, it's all right. We'll get it taken care of.
Well, I do have burner phones. Can I supply him with one of those numbers?
Yeah, sure.
Supply him with a number to a burner phone.
Okay, pop the ID across. So, Jameis, where was Elena heading?
I didn't have any particular place in mind other than just sort of getting out and enjoying the university grounds.
Okay. All right, good enough. So you make it out of the building before they come back around. And just to check, what is your cool rating?
Not great, I'm going to guess. Where is that? Cool of 4.
Do you have, well, okay. Do you have wardrobe and style as a skill that you have any points in?
I wouldn't think so.
Social, under social.
I mean, you get a +2 for having your agent with you.
Do you? It's not factored in.
It's under-
Well, it wouldn't count in this case. I'm just figuring out if you're memorable or not.
Nope.
If you've got nothing
4.
in wardrobe and style,
4
your
across the
cool is a
board.
4. Yeah, I mean, you're probably attractive, but not incredibly memorable, and it's a college campus, so you're a dime a dozen. So
Good to know.
you walk out of the building, and you basically just kind of melt into the mass of students that are around. You probably don't even notice the security guards come out as they're just kind of looking around. All right, so you're in the clear pinball. During all of this, you did not gag Khan, but he has been kind of silent the whole time. Although anyone looking over him or watching him, he's shaking, and it looks like he's just trying to stay calm. But he is definitely in a high stress mode here.
So eventually I go back inside, I guess, once the other guy,
Well,
last
yes.
guy goes off.
So while you're talking on the outside, and you guys can clearly hear the conversation going on, the door is not that thick, and it's got one of those rippled window things where you can just kind of see silhouettes and light, but you really can't make out much. You know what I'm talking about? The glass has kind of got the little indentations and are rippled, and they're not quite see-through. That's what he's got on his door here. So what are you guys doing? You hearing pinball seeming to handle this just fine.
I'm gonna
Less violently than you expected.
Indeed. I'm gonna pop out a ripper and go ahead and start taking the bag off his head.
I mean, you could just take the bag off his head.
I'll just start if you pull the drawstring or something on it.
Okay,
And-
you take the bag off his head, and you notice his eyes are closed, and his mouth is moving like he's trying to calm down his heart rate. He's counting, he's kind of slowly counting to try and keep himself from being overly anxious.
I am so sorry about that. He's gotten a lot of chrome lately, and he's clearly not keeping up with his therapy.
Okay. He takes a breath between his counting. It's like, I don't mean to be a problem here. I understand that you folks are probably professionals, but I've got to tell you, I've got a condition. My parents sprang for a monitor. If my heart rate and blood pressure gets much higher, it's going to call a first responder. And I'm trying real hard to calm down here. I just need to let you know that.
I'm really sorry about him. The rest of us aren't quite that unhinged. But the tool's away, Marius.
All right, I tell you what. Persuade him. Make me a persuasion roll.
Maybe it didn't take. Let's button again.
Okay. It does seem to calm him a little bit. He takes just Okay, look. Before your crazy friend gets back in here, I really don't know what you guys want from me. I barely remember her. The date never finished. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, all I really remember about her is that she had crazy stories about her father, which made her really interesting. But honestly, I mean, she's a mediocre student at best. I'm kind of
make sense of anywhere she was going or other people she's been hanging out with.
She's kind of low key for a daddy that's got a lot of money. I mean, she's serious about her studies. I guess linguistics course is just something she's got to do for course credit. I mean, she's not great in that course, but I mean, her overall GPA is pretty good. I mean, I think she's pretty serious about what she's studying. She doesn't seem the party girl type. Like, I certainly didn't meet her at one.
All right. And only other thing, we might know who stole your phone. And as such, might be able to get it back.
Well, I've already had everything shut off and the data wiped remotely. I mean, it'd be awesome if you can get it back. But I mean, as soon as I found out it was missing, like within the hour, I got everything shut off and the data wiped. Yeah, I mean, thanks. You can get it back. It's not all that important anymore.
Out of character. Would the dorms where Samantha Strong is set up be accessible to the public?
I'm sorry, would the what?
The dorms or whatever place Strong is staying in?
She's in a co-ed dorm, so assuming you all look like you're college age, no one's really going to say anything.
All right, yeah, we can pass. All right.
It's also not like overly late or anything either. I mean, you know, you're still well within, even if they had like a curfew or visiting hours for the dormitories, which you're not sure they do, you're still early enough that wouldn't matter.
Thank you so much for your time again.
Pinball
Sorry
comes
about-
back in.
All right. Yes. Pinball opens the door and comes back in, and immediately he starts to 1, 2, 3.
We're good, Pinball. We can.
Did you untie his hands yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Let this be a lesson to you.
Yes, yep.
A lot
Come
of
on.
it is more
Come
trouble
on.
than it is. He needs to learn these things. Also, what about this other phone? Fine.
Thank you.
Forget everything you ever heard here today. And
Sir, excuse me, sir. You left your dental instruments on my desk.
those are his.
Marius.
Marius, why do you even have those?
Why would I not carry these around? These are awesome. Like, look, I don't even know what this does, and I'll press the button and turn on the drill, and I'm like, I don't even know how to use this, but it's so awesome. And I'll wave it in front of the guy's face and watch him cry.
He starts really starting to hyperventilate, starts counting faster.
Yeah, and it's like really close to his
And they
eyeballs.
called me the crazy one. Stop that.
I'm gonna start grabbing shoulders and directing people out of this room.
I'll turn it off, put it back in the case, and I'm like, next time I'll use it. It's okay. Don't worry. You'll get to see it next time, and I'll point to the guy. I'm like, I'll be back.
But
I
it's
swear I
wrong with
won't
you. No, we
remember
will
you.
not.
This never happened. I won't remember you. I swear.
Get out of here before you give him a heart attack. He looks like he has a condition.
He doesn't look good now. Elena, you're kind of like just in the flow of humanity as people are coming out of classes, going to classes. It's not, given the time, there's not a lot of traffic, but there's a fair amount. Students coming and going, lots of people stopping for conversation. You're just kind of in the middle of it. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's not really after for anything. What are we doing at this point? Oh, it's a college. There's bound to be a bar or a rave or something going on. Right.
If you start looking around, like, yeah, you see posted flyers all over the place, or if you open up your agent, you'll start, the people have like micro tagged. So instead of like paper ads that are plastered all over the place, people drop like micro dots that are broadcasting like party here, bring your own beer, or stuff like that. Just all kinds of parties being advertised on the campus. And we'll say about this time you guys kind of come out of the building where Khan's TA office is. Yeah, so things have picked up. There are a lot more students out and about now.
Pinball, I love your propensity, your ability to do violence, but can we not make that our first course of action next time?
Then you better take the lead because we demand action. I'd better hear plans. If there is no plans, there is only the backup plan. Backup plan is violent.
Marius, when is Strong getting off work?
Sorry, what? What?
When
Who's
is
getting off?
Strong getting off work? You looked up the file.
I actually
2
didn't hear you.
hours.
Okay.
He was asking when Samantha gets off work. You had downloaded her basically the staff record.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
about 2 hours. She's off in about 2 hours.
Okay.
And if
I
you
don't
see a dog on the screen, that's just clearly, aping for more votes and karma and viewers.
It's doggy cam.
You want to go to their dorm or her dorm?
Yeah, I think that's the only lead we got so far, right? The dumpster.
It's, Yep, so far. By the way, my name is Kelly, and I am Samantha's boyfriend, if anybody asks.
That'll be news to Samantha.
It will. But, campus security, I was just trying to distract them before I go in for the strike. But, they bought it, so I went with it.
Elena, we're headed to Strong's dorm if you want to join us. Mark, the address. Oh, the address.
Have we all caught up, have we?
Yeah.
I was
You
gonna
guys
say,
see Elena just kind of standing in the crowd, so you can all get back together.
at some point, I will turn up as well, seeing as I wasn't
Yes.
there.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
your
that's
Oh,
messages.
Laszlo,
Oh,
You've
you're
been getting all the
campus too?
messages on your
Oh.
agent.
Yeah. Receive all your messages. Here we are. What is, am I?
Yes, I'm just
Why are
looking
we
for
here?
the latest, a decent rave, looking at the what's being advertised at the moment.
Oh,
For a good
okay.
rave. What are you thinking? This one looks good.
Actually, there are some cool things
Yeah.
for Elena. There's maker groups on campus. They're like, let's get together tonight at 9 p.m. and let's battle bots. Apparently, the science department are making robots to do battle in a cage.
That sounds like it should all the AI for Marius.
hey, Elena, do you think you could rig up one of those little neon pets that we have to do battle?
Not well.
That's even better. Everybody loves a loser.
right. So you want to check out her dorm?
Yes.
Okay. Well, seeing as the information that Pinball gave them, there are several of these kind of electric golf carts out front that have campus security on them. There's several of these campus security officers just nonchalantly waiting outside, trying not to attract attention to themselves. I have a feeling that they're probably up in Samantha's room right now.
All right. She's not back yet, right?
Well, I mean, according to her work log, she shouldn't be for another 2 hours.
I have a horrible idea.
All right, let's hear it. Because, I like hypocrisy.
I'm going to head up, go in one of the bathrooms, and at least appear enough like Samantha to get them to trail me. And then I'll tuck sideways and change out my hair.
Okay.
Well,
That's
yes,
fine.
good luck with that.
Unless you've got a specific skill to mimic it, I'm probably going to say this is going to be a wardrobe and style check to see if you can get down
Even
her,
better for me,
her
honestly.
basic look. What's that?
Yeah, and that I know what the word work, so that'll be easy enough.
Yeah.
And I can change my hair color to match, so
Yes, you can. Yeah.
where did my?
You're
Yeah.
about the same height. She's a little shorter than you.
I'll take my heels off, and I'm shorter than Elena. All right, I'll go ahead and let myself in, looking like me, and then change in the bathroom.
So make me that roll. Let's see how close. Like, you kind of know her mannerisms. You know how she walks. You heard how she talks. You know how she wears her makeup. You get it pretty spot on. I mean, you're not a clone of her, but from several feet away, you can move the same. You can pitch your voice about right. Okay, so you've gone into one of the restrooms. You've done a quick change so that you look like Samantha. Got the implants in your hair that changed color.
Yep. Right.
All right, what do you want to do?
So I will go towards her room.
Okay.
And then, as best as I can imitate her voice, shout, "What are you doing in my room?"
Okay, so this is a dormitory. So do you want to go in past the security that's out there to go up to her room, or do you just want to shout this outside of the dorm?
Well, no, I was planning on going in and looking at myself, and then.
Okay, in which case, hold on. So you pass by the outside security. They are oblivious. You walk right by them, going into the dorm. Is anyone else going with?
Nope. She wanted to solo, I think.
So yes, you go up to Samantha's dorm, and security has opened the door. Apparently, they do have they do have the mag lock keys. It looks like they're just coming out, noticing that Samantha's not in there. But they're also having a discussion. Like, you're hearing this just prior to you saying anything. They're like, and you can see through the open door, there's a lot of equipment in this room, like multiple Tritio decks, multiple screens. And so you're hearing the discussion is like, is she like selling this stuff? Did she steal this stuff? And then you come up and say, "What are you doing in my dorm room?" Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna slide over to body for athletics.
Okay, I tell you what. They're unsure of things because they're looking at what appears to be a collection of stolen goods on several racks that are set up in this room. You come in. You can see one of them kind of looking down at his agent, and looks like he's comparing photographs. The other one goes right for his taser. He's like, "Put your hands up, ma'am. Put your hands up. Back away from the door."
And run them.
Yeah, and then you do what?
Run down the hall.
All right, roll me initiative.
Let's see. That's this button up here.
Okay, they've got a 10. What is your initiative?
I'll press it again because I'm not sure I pressed the first time. Nothing.
Oh, 14, no problem. So you run down the stairs, or do you run up the stairs? She's on the second floor. There's 4 more floors above you.
Or at least a door that the security wasn't at originally?
On this floor, no, there's no back door. The stairs going up, stairs going down, an elevator. You didn't pass any security coming in except for the ones that were out front.
I'd rather get out of this building rather than having them converge inside.
Okay, well, again, are you going down or up?
Down, because I don't have how to fly them.
Okay, so you're running now as you run out the front. So the campus security that are outside, I'm going to give them a little bit of better chance this time around. Still don't. Yeah, they just like, "Ma'am." You guys see her running out. Shortly afterwards, some more of the security are running out as well, and they yell, "What are you doing? Stop her! That's her!"
Who? I take a look. I'm like, "Hey, wait! Stop!"
No, they're talking to the other campus security. They were just kind of standing out the front. So, are you going to lead them on a merry little romp? Is that your idea here?
Yeah, get them away from the building so we have an opportunity to search it. ourselves.
Right. So we're going to say you do that. I'm going to make some rolls here in the meantime, but let's focus on everyone else. So Gold Siren has led campus security away. You guys are just kind of standing outside and watching as you've taken off your heels, so you're either in flats or you just have no shoes on as you're running across the campus. All right, what's everyone else doing?
I look around at the others. Was this the plan? What
It
is-
is
Yes,
now.
it is called distraction. We
Oh,
have,
okay.
I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Let's go to the room and search it fast, like chop chop. I lead. I'm like, Marius, lead the way.
What? Why don't I stay out here and make sure, let you know if anyone comes back?
Because there's probably something your expertise could be useful for. I mean, I am very surprised by it myself, but you have actually been very helpful this entire time. Do try to keep it up, except for the dental thing. That was very unhelpful.
I hate to describe it, but Marius, the campus security, left behind a box of Bavarian cream eclairs in their little golf cart that they were all kind of eating while they were waiting.
I want them. Are there any that are uneaten?
Oh,
Fuck
yes.
it, I'll take the whole
Yes.
box.
Just take the box.
Take the box. All right. Everything's gonna be sticky upstairs once I'm done with it. In a totally family-friendly way, but
All right.
Yes.
So is everyone going up to the room then?
I'll share the eclairs, but only the half-eaten ones.
If anybody wants to stay as lookout, that might also be helpful. Marius, not you. Elena, no, probably me. I am probably the least expertise on searching. Well, I'm very good at searching a room. But who should we leave out? So Laszlo, do you want to keep a white child for the?
Do not know who I would be looking for, really. I suppose maybe.
Well, we show him a picture of Samantha. And also everybody in those uniforms.
I suppose I fit in the least as well. So yes, okay.
Okay, well, you guys go up
you have
second
very
floor.
youthful features. Don't get yourself. You could go back to school. Maybe pick
Leaving-
up another class.
Pinball on the outside to give you a heads up if anyone's coming. The door was left open and
No.
kind of looking around.
Leaving Laszlo outside.
Oh, Laszlo's staying outside.
Laszlo is staying
Okay.
outside.
Okay.
Well, his excellent
Good enough.
perception.
You guys
Also
go up to the
Laszlo.
second floor.
Yeah.
Samantha's dorm room, the door is open wide. Some people are kind of peering out of their dorm doors to see what's going on, but casual interest. So so you go in, and that's the first thing you see is like there are racks on most of the walls, and they're just covered with electronics, with a whole bunch of different agents. There's a table set up where it looks like there's a soldering station. There's some tech around that you would use to like unlock a phone or swap out chips to clean it or to turn off GPS. All that stuff. Elena would certainly know what all this stuff does.
Yeah, so the difference between hacker and tech at this point is networking person and tech is very slim sometimes.
Yep. What you aren't seeing are, you're sure that this probably should have a bed in here, but there's no bed. It's either been removed or put away to make more floor space for these racks. There's no chairs other than the one that's in front of the workstation. There's no personal items anywhere.
I'm going to close the door so no one else can see in.
Okay.
Search the room for
Okay.
hidden things.
What are we looking
Everyone
for?
that wants to search the room to find anything of interest, go ahead and make me a reveal objects test. It's under awareness. It's conceal/reveal object.
Bam. I got a total of 21. 22.
Nice. Everybody did really well on that, actually. Even Marius got a 17.
Woohoo! Wait.
Pinball. Anyone else searching? Elena, are you searching?
I don't even know what we're looking for.
All right. So you're just kind of attracted. to the work desk, like you're admiring the tools, that sort of thing. Actually, you are kind of a specialist in this. So at first you were like, oh, that's interesting. But you actually lose interest very quickly as you realize that this is all, in modern terms, you would say script kiddie stuff. Like, there's all our pre-programmed modules. This is all stuff that's like, she's probably not good at this. She's using tools that are good at doing things. Like someone else has made these tools. Yeah. Pinball and Marius. Nothing really stands out at first. Like you're just going through all the electronics. Definitely like shelves of agents, shelves of small microcomputers, entertainment systems. Like obviously all stolen, all been modified to get rid of any kind of tracking devices. The shelves themselves have been set up so that they're essentially Faraday cages, just in case, so no signals are coming through out of any device that might have been missed. But as you're kind of looking around, both of you see it. At the bottom of one of the racks, kind of peeking out between the slats of the little metal ribs, there is a like a key fob, like what you would use to open a mag lock for like a secure door. You both of you see kind of the white tab just kind of laying kind of part in, part out of the very lower rack.
I'll reach down and pick that up.
I'm like, oh, wait. And too late, he picks it up.
Yep.
And the trap is
flip it over. It is Night City College, and it basically in this big kind of stamped letters, it says boiler room. And it's like it's a maintenance key for the boiler room.
I'll just stick that in my pocket for now. I'll let everyone know that I have it.
Is there anything particularly high value and portable that sticks out in our search?
Some of the agents are like top of the line new models, and they're very portable.
And already scrubbed, it looks like.
You can't be sure unless you want to take the time to pop it open, but it looks like that's the point. Like if it hasn't been, someone would have tracked it here already.
Is there like a backpack or something? Fill with our ill-gotten
you open the
gains?
closet. You open the closet, and that's where the bed is. The bed's been disassembled and kind of shoved in the closet, as well as bed clothing. So, like, there's pillowcases in here. You use a pillowcase.
I'm not proud. I'll take a pillowcase. I'll tie it to a stick. I don't care.
You got a bindle.
Yeah. So let's put some of these agents in.
Okay.
Do we want this machine that does the cards and the agents and everything? Is it portable enough?
It's fairly portable.
We could wrap a towel around it or a bed sheet around it so no one sees and just walk out with it.
Bye, Pinball.
Yes,
So
what?
yeah. Well, sorry?
Nothing. I was here.
Okay, we're gonna take the agents for sure, and then Elena, do we want this machine that does like no?
Wrote the whole conversation.
Basically, all new off the shelf rubbish.
Okay, we'll just take the agents. I'm sure that.
But Bastion's done better stuff with tech than what this does.
All right. Let's take some agents.
Is there one in particular that we've been after?
Are we gonna give the TAs his agent back? I'm thinking not.
Or was it
At this
some-
point, you don't know which one is his because
Well,
they
yeah,
all
we have
have
to-
Actually,
Right.
none of these should be his,
Um,
but
Actually,
Not true.
the quicker to ring the number.
Well, he said it was already. Oh,
Yeah, I
Well,
mean
no,
everything
because
on the
they-
shelf is wiped. Yeah, so like basically
Oh.
the phone numbers and everything have been wiped. They're just waiting to be
Oh,
reprogrammed.
Well,
But he
there's
just lost his
there's no getting it back.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the person who stole it presumably was still at work, so none of these should be his.
No. His agent was stolen days ago. It wasn't stolen today.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
I thought
I
they
think
had
it's
to
like-
cancel the date because his agent was stolen.
That was days ago. His daughter's been missing for days.
Oh, days ago. Jeez.
Yeah, we've completely got some bad ideas as the timeline and who's.
Oh
got
yeah,
what
the
and
timeline
stuff.
got a little muddled.
We can worry about that later. That's secondary. I bet she locked herself in the boiler room. She forgot her key. We just have to open it. We'll be the heroes. She'll love us forever, reward us handsomely, and there we go.
I quickly log into the campus map and get where's the boiler room? Is there a boiler room that we can access?
Well, actually, every building has a boiler room.
Well, shit.
They're still using it for heat.
No,
Yeah, but
that's
it's
exactly-
not
This
typically
key
the sort of thing
fob,
we put
this
on
key
it.
fob is for this dorm. So, like, it should
Oh,
unlock
okay.
the boiler room in this dorm.
Okay. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yes, there's nothing here for us now.
Would you like
Yeah.
an eclair?
No, the sugars interfere with high performance martial arts.
Oh, all right. I'll keep that in mind as I shove one down my throat.
This is why you're only a yellow belt.
Only
Too much
hey,
sugar.
I just got it. Just got it.
It's yellow from
Exactly.
wiping all the eclair on it.
All right, so let's flip scenes for a moment here and see if Gold Siren is able to outdistance these guys.
Oh boy.
So make me an athletics test. They're going to roll as well. Depending on the differential, you'll be able to get ahead of them. And then if you want to, if you get the ability to break line of sight, you can either hide or you can change your look. But let's find out with an athletics test first. So what is your total?
I've been 8.
Okay, so this is +3. That's also an 8. All right, so defenders win ties in this. So they would be the aggressors trying to chase you. So they do not catch you, but you don't break line of sight. Is there anything you want to do differently other than to continue to run?
Let's see. I'd rather go through a crowded area if I can, like a packed crowded area like a cafeteria.
So you're so you run into a building and you want to try and get lost in a crowd, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, I would.
Okay, so they're pretty close behind you, but so yeah, you run into one of the cafeterias. People are having early dinner. Some people getting out of class. It's a little early for dinner, but it's crowded enough. So you are going to attempt to hide yourself in a crowd. Let's see, what would be the best? Probably. What would be the best skill for doing that?
I think stealth's the only one we got.
What's that?
I think stealth's the only one we got.
Yeah.
I can make a case for acting, like you blend in.
There's also concealed object, I guess.
Yeah, she's not an object though.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Not with that attitude.
All right. I tell you what. I will allow you to either do a stealth or you can do persuasion.
Ooh, streetwise,
Mimicking the
maybe?
crowd around you, trying to, like just engage someone in a conversation suddenly to make it seem like you've been there. Your hair color thing is simple for you to. It's just a thought, and you can change your hair color almost immediately.
All right. Yeah, I will always go with the social skill.
Okay,
With
yeah,
fun.
I'm fine with that.
All right, let's try some persuasion.
And this is going to be their DV to try and spot you. So the better you do, the better. Well, that's pretty good. These are not the most intuitive people. They've got a 3 on top of this roll. So no, you blend in. You just start up a random conversation with somebody in line. Yeah. At first they're like, yeah, you look interesting enough. And just continue the conversation. So they're kind of poking around the line, trying to find the person. I assume you did change your hair color.
Oh yeah.
All right. So yeah, you've essentially lost them. So back with you guys coming out of Samantha Strong's dorm. You've got the mag key lock for apparently the boiler room in the basement of this dormitory.
Somebody grab my stuff. Stalker.
Grabbing.
Okay,
her
so
stuff.
yeah, Gold Siren pops onto your comms, basically telling you that she's free.
What's your status? You succeed?
Free and clear.
Awesome. We have new lead. Meet at the boiler room.
Can somebody send a ping to my phone? I'll meet you there.
It really does sound like a club. The boiler room, the happening place.
Doo, doo. All right, we'll say that you paused long enough for everybody to get back together.
Yeah, Leslie might as well be with us as well. There's no point looking out for anyone anymore.
You enter the boiler
I'm
room.
still looking up.
Elevator does not go down there. You do have to take the stairwell, and then there are all kinds of signs that basically are like caution, keep out, student body not permitted past this area, maintenance only, blah 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 blah.
How new do these signs look?
About as old as the building. Actually, they don't look new.
Is there a nice worn path down through this stuff where somebody might be going regularly if they have the boiler key?
Well, it's all posted on its side. Like there's a clear path because maintenance has to get down here quite often. So it's not like you're having to push anything aside. You do notice that there is a camera, but you can tell just from looking at it that the lens is cracked, like it's broken.
Would it be hacker or tech? So when we go to use the fob on something, I am.
Yep. So if you want to continue down.
Yeah. But I was wondering, can we access the thing that you put the fob on to see when was the last time that particular fob was used?
Until you reach whatever it is that the fob opens, you don't know. Right now, all you know that it's.
We'll assume someone will get to a point where a fob needs to be opened or something.
The fob itself is just an NFC. It's a near field communicator, so it's just basically putting out a constant stream of numbers that would unlock something. That's all it is. So it doesn't record anything itself.
No. But what the fob, what the recording, the unlocking mechanism.
But you haven't reached it yet.
Yeah. Okay. When we get there, that's going to come up.
So you go down a set of metal stairs. Again, you're cautioned every landing or so, and it's a couple of landings to go down. You're noticing that it is getting a bit warmer down here. You see the steam pipes kind of looping around. A lot of them have been just makeshift covered with like plumbing tape. There's steam leaking out of some of them. And you get to the very bottom. Again, more warning signs everywhere. And then there's a huge metal security door. But as you approach it, the fob, something reacts in the door. You see a little panel on this metal security door flips green, and you hear a chunk sound as a lock disengages.
See previous question.
Yeah, there's no interface here. As far as you can tell, it's just the door is designed to respond to the key, and that's it. Like there's nothing to plug into.
Okay.
So who would like
now,
to
the door
go
hasn't
first?
opened. You just heard the sound of a bolt, disengaging, but the heavy door hasn't opened yet.
So who would like to go first? Oh, me. I go first? Of course.
I got your back.
Let's see. I take out my stun baton. And I open the door cautious-like, and
you open the door, and the door it was apparently soundproof because as you open it, the first thing you hear is the machinery. It's very loud, very thumping, very mechanical, repetitive sound. But on top of that is the latest thrash metal music blaring at extreme volumes. And inside of this area where all the steam pipes come down, and they've got all the gears and the pulleys and everything and all the gauges. Someone has lined up these metal desks, and there's 5 guys in here that is kind of nodding along to the sound pumping through some stereo system as they're going at just all kinds of equipment on the desk, working at it. So roll initiative, everybody.
All right, initiative.
Where is that damn? There it is.
It's the big one right at the very top.
So a few of us, a couple of us on 15. Leslow's going first. You go super quick.
I could go
So
quicker,
I have a
but I did
mere
not.
6. I have a mere 6. Actually,
You're
let
going
me
last.
open up.
That's Leslow, Gold Siren, and myself. Then Pinball, Marius, and then Bert.
So I didn't open a GM's version of Roll20, so I can't see everything. So just let me know who goes first. Just tell me what you do. You see a bunch of young mix of both guys and gals poring over a bunch of electronics. They've got tools out, but you do see that there are guns also laying on the desks as well.
Right, well, I am going first with my 20.
Yep.
And I'm not doing anything because they're not attacking us, so I don't know why we're in initiative at all. So, I mean, I could start gunning people down just because they're working at a desk, but I don't feel that's really a productive thing to be doing at this point for some reason.
Sure.
So,
So you can
good
hold
thing.
your action until something happens.
Yeah.
Yes, you can wait
In
until
case they do start
Pinball
shooting.
does that.
Yeah. I guess
Okay,
I might
so
wave
who's-
at them and say hello. I mean, that's right. Yeah.
So do you want to take the action to kind of wave and say hello?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Hello.
All right. Well, they definitely noticed the door open because there was an alarm on it, blinking light at your desk. So you wave hello. That's your action. Who's next?
It's a tie between myself and Gold Siren. I don't know who.
Okay, so you guys, do you guys just roll a d10 just to roll off? No one ties an initiative, so you have to roll off again. So Lena's got a 9.
Michael wasn't doing anything.
Michael, roll a d10.
I'm working on it. My
Oh,
computer's
there it goes.
crazy slow.
Okay, so Elena will go first.
Right.
Crap.
I'm going to start dancing.
Okay.
To the music. Yeah.
Getting into the industrial thrash metal. Yeah, okay.
Finally.
Okay. All right. Well, depending on what else happens before their turn, maybe that'll work. Gold Siren's
Woo.
next. What do you do, Michael?
So I already have my gun drawn. I will
You've
announce it
already
loud
got your.
as I can. Hopefully the music's amp if I have to. We do not care what you are doing or what you are into. We are just looking for a friend.
Okay. Roll me persuasion.
Come on, here.
Okay. Who's after Gold Siren, and what was the initiative count after Gold Siren?
It would be me. I'd be 13.
Okay. Yeah, so you can barely hear Gold Siren over the pumping music. You're probably not sure they heard Gold Siren. They may have, they may not have. What do you do?
I would say. So, pretty please, no sudden movements.
You're reinforcing it. Okay, I tell you what. You also roll me a persuasion. I'm going to call you a helping roll.
Woo, I am helping.
You are helping.
Social.
I assume you have a gun out as well, right?
No, I have actually stated that I had my stun baton.
Stun baton, even better. Yeah, it's under social persuasion.
17.
That's a success. So I'm going to call Gold Sirens higher. Okay, so they go. They glance. Oh, Marius is at an 8. Okay, so yes, Marius, you still go before everyone else. Your two friends are yelling something. It's really loud.
Really loud. The music is okay. I'm going to put down the agents and the eclairs, and I'm
Okay.
going to draw my very heavy pistol because I
Okay.
have no fucking clue what situation because they're all ahead of me. But I
Okay.
see guns on the table now. The other people aren't reaching for their guns yet, are they?
They haven't had an action yet, so you don't know what they're going to do. So each of your actions is 3 seconds long.
Okay.
So far they haven't had a chance to react.
Yeah, good. So they're not reaching for them yet. So I'm not going to shoot anyone or try and shoot anyone. I'm just going to
Okay.
put my stuff down and take my gun, and
Okay.
because it feels like the
I-
appropriate thing to do.
Okay.
No
Since
yellow belt
3 of you are
stance,
now
smart.
brandishing weapons in your hand and pointing them at them, I will consider that also helping Cold Siren. So when their turn comes along, you do see several of them do the sideways glance at the guns, and they kind of look at you with at least 2 of you with pistols out and one with a stun baton, and slowly raise their hands.
Excellent. Top of the order would be Laszlo again.
I've signaled for them to turn the music off so that we can be heard.
Okay, one of them just kind of he keeps one hand up and he slowly reaches over, pushes a button, and the music just is killed.
Nice. Well done. Okay.
We're
Holy
going to go
shit.
out of combat rounds for right now. If somebody does something twitchy, we'll resume. But for right now, we're out of combat rounds. So they're kind of looking at each other. They're looking at you guys. One of them says, "You ain't cops. What's this?"
Do I look like a cop? Seriously, trench coat, called stripper cop.
We're
Swear
basically
word.
bounty
Seriously.
hunters.
Hey, you look good. I like your style. But
Thank
I've seen some awfully looking good cops too. So you cops?
No,
You
we're
know,
looking
if
for
you ask us, we could just lie to you about that. So that's a dumb question. Just do
One of his
yourself a
friends is
fa-
like, "We can't do that. If they're cops, they got to tell us they're cops."
No, that's not true. Just do yourself a favor and back away from the desk and the guns. You don't want to tempt yourself.
Okay,
You
so
just earn
everybody
entails.
everybody stands up with their hands up off their stools and kind of backs off, except for one guy who's looking a little twitchy. His gun was closer to him than everybody else's. But he, instead of backing up, he's looking at that gun, kind of looking at you, and he says, "So what's this then? You want to cut of the business or something?"
No, we're looking for someone. Now stand up.
This
Otherwise, it ends in tears.
right there.
He's not standing up.
Guys, please talk
He
sense
looks-
into your friend
He looks
here.
awfully twitchy.
Talk to your friend here. It will end badly for him. I don't want you to, have misconceptions about our goodwill.
He's like, Reggie, come on, man. They're strapped. He slowly backs away from the table. He's still looking at that gun when he backs away from the table.
Reggie, you have just proved yourself that you should be in college. Yeah, very good.
So what's this, a shakedown?
Yes, for information.
What
Gold.
we deal in information.
Goldie, you want to take the lead on this because you don't like my approach usually.
Just pull out the picture we have of Elena. We're looking for this girl. Think her mixed up with something.
Of me? You pulled out a picture of me.
The
Not
daughter was
Elena.
also named Elena.
Elena.
Oh, that one. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Elena, not Elena.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, man. What about her?
Have you seen her in the past 4 days? Or however long that she's actually been missing?
Oh man. They're about, like the one guy who's still looking at his gun is like, he's about to say no. Then he kind of looks over at your guns. He's like, yeah, we have.
So we know she's been abducted. And we are looking, hopefully, very much so, to recover her alive and intact and, in well health. It would be very beneficial and make us forget completely everything else that has happened if we find her.
Marius, you start getting alerts on your pan. Ollivander is sending over messages that he's been getting on his pan. Remember, he made the loop so you can see what's coming on. And Ollivander is like in your ear, like yelling, "Pick up the damn phone, Marius! I ain't playing. Pick up the phone, Marius!"
Oh,
And you see the texts coming through,
yeah.
and his daughter's like, it hurts a lot. Daddy, help me. I'm in pain.
Okay, so I'm going to pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
What, you're going to lead with how it's going? Is that what you're going to lead with, Marius? Is that what you're leading with? Where's my
Yes.
girl, Marius?
She's not where I am. We haven't quite figured out where she is yet, but we're getting closer. We know she's not in
just an extremely imaginative flow of foul language at this point. Very imaginative.
Wow, it's almost like talking to Shakespeare.
Find my girl, Marius.
Oh, we're definitely on it. I mean, we only stopped for a donut, and then we were right back on the trail. We're down in the boiler room. There's a whole bunch of people with guns. Are they in their underwear? Is it one of those kind of places?
No.
No. So we're Pinball and Gold Siren. We're just having a quick chat with them. It's okay. Look, I'll try and bring you an eclair when we're done, but we're just a little busy. I'll get back to you right away, and I'll just hang up.
Okay.
And I'll be like, we should hurry.
Yeah, look, hey, if you're not trying to horn into our business, I don't mind telling you. A girl was she was connected, man. You know, her father is like got some street creds and all. She found out about our little opportunity we got going here, and she wanted in.
Uh-huh. And how'd that go out for her?
Well, I mean, it's got to be ran by the boss. You know, told the boss. They had a meeting. Haven't seen her since. I figured, you know, boss said no.
All right. So how do we get a meeting with this boss?
Yeah, so Twitchy's looking really. He's eyeballing that gun hard.
Don't make this redecorate with your head, with your brains. Come on.
His friends are backing up. They're like, "Hey,
Miss,
look,
you know,
one who
I'm
knows
going to
the
do us
boss."
all a favor. I'm going to do us a favor, both as a demonstration that, I mean, we warned you, we said what we were going to do, and then I just start beating Twitchy unconscious.
Make me an
so
initiative check.
you're walking across where we've all got guns pointed in? Then?
No, I don't cross lines of fire.
Right. But we're
Don't
all
know how
aiming
you
at
do
him.
it, then.
So how do you beat him unconscious? If people
Well,
are-
I go sideways.
You're gonna
interpose
have to
myself
cross line. You're gonna have to cross lines of fire if you want to close in on him. It's not a very big area.
Okay, that's fine. But
You're welcome to do it.
I go to first. I go to the side that would interpose me between him and the gun, and then
Okay.
I go at him. So he'd have
All
to
right.
try to go. Back.
Initiative. Yep, initiative.
All of us.
Just pinball for right now.
Oof.
I'm like, it's okay. I can fix your teeth when he's done with you.
Been not doing well for initiative.
He got an 11. You got a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He goes first. Since Pinball was walking to him, I'm going to say that this is kind of you guys don't have enough time to react. This is just very quick. If it carries on past this round, then everybody else get initiative.
It does. One habit.
He dives for the gun. He's not like grabs the gun, like he dives for the table, grabs the gun, skittering across the table, and turns around to try and shoot you. Now, I've just described what he was trying to do. Let me make a roll here. He does actually make a beautiful dive, hits the top of the table, grabs the gun, turns around, gets it pointed right into Pinball's face. It's too much for him to do that though, and still fire. So pinball. He's got a big, ugly-looking gun pointed right at you. Big wide eyes. His pupils are pinpoints.
That's fine. I will begin to attempt to club him unconscious.
You go right ahead.
So it is melee attack, which means I have a rate of fire 2, so I can do this twice. That's a 17 to hit. He would, I believe, have to roll to dodge.
Well, he can't. He is basically prone on the tabletop.
Then he would take 11 damage.
Yep.
And
follow it up with another strike.
Yep. 7 more damage on top of that for 18 total
Okay.
damage.
Stun baton, right?
Yes. If damage dealt would reduce target to under 1 hit points, they are instead unconscious at 1 hit point.
You shock him unconscious before he can pull the trigger.
Everybody better now? Everybody feel good? Great. I feel terrible. That did not have to happen.
I sure hope he wasn't the only one who could direct us to the boss. Oh, well.
The other guys here kind of look at you and they kind of nod like, yeah, he was.
So we put it there,
Hey,
and we can look on his agent.
Well, yeah, one of them says, hey, look, we don't want any trouble here, if I may.
Hey, what?
He goes over to a wall where there's some jackets hanging up. And he's doing this very slow. He's holding up one hand and he's putting his hand into one of the jackets. He fumbles around and pulls out an agent. Turns it around, pops in a code. All right, here. He broadcasts basically an ID to you. It's got phone number, web address, no physical address. But he's like, okay, hold on. I know what you want. And then an address comes across.
There we go.
Hey, we'd always meet him at this little restaurant, this little joint right here, right? Like, so here's how it would run. We'd send him a text just saying, just nonsense words, and then he'd meet us there in about an hour.
Him? Could you give us a
Hey,
few
this
more
is the
details,
bag.
please? You keep saying him. Is it him? A he? Male?
No, he's the only one that's ever met with him in person. I just know what the routine is. I don't know. It could be a he, could be her, it could be, I don't know, anything.
Do you know this other person that we've been looking for? Show them a picture of Samantha.
Yeah, she's part of our crew.
How
Like,
does
she
she
gets
fit
the
into
goods.
things?
She swipes the goods, brings it back. We crack it so we can resell it. I mean, sometimes she, plays up a customer, gets a home address, gets a security key for us. We break into a home every once in a while.
I see. How often do you see her?
Oh, pretty much every day. I mean, she should be getting off work. I mean, she works at this high scale restaurant, and she usually brings us something every day, either passcode to a house or an agent or something.
She should probably lay off the most recent gig. Getting a little too hot, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, Siren will take the pillowcase and instruct them to put all their agents in there. We'll mail it back to you, but we can't risk an ambush.
Yeah, man. And he just goes through each of the coats that are on the walls and just starts pulling agents out and putting it in your pillowcase.
Should we take their guns too?
I know they stay in the corner until we close that door. I don't care.
Okay.
They've been very cooperative. We only take their ammo for now. Courtesy. Deserves respect.
We're going to the restaurant, right? Like, I could use something to eat.
She said,
Oh
down
my
there.
God, Marys.
I got the eclair.
Anyway, very important question. What is Twitchy's actual handle here? I asked those guys.
Radel Higgins, like he goes to school. We all go to school here. I
That's
mean,
not
his
before
student
tuition.
ID is in his pan.
So the question is, do we want to haul him along and wake him up to get some real answers, or do we want to just leave him here?
I think we got what we need, Pinball.
I
Well,
don't.
if he's
I really don't
actually
know
met
that
the
Reggie's
boss-
gonna. I don't know if Reggie's gonna know much more, man. Like the guy's just our fence. I mean, Reggie just goes and tells him what we got, gives him the inventory, he gets the cash. I mean, I don't know what else Reggie's gonna know.
But if we bring Reggie and then sit him in the restaurant, then this other person will recognize Reggie and sit down, and then we can introduce
Also,
ourselves.
Reggie could give us a description of the fence while you cannot.
Bring him along, Siren. Or Pinball, sorry.
He will be fine. After all, I didn't kill him for being twitchy. Hopefully he has learned his lesson. And Reggie will see you again probably tomorrow or in the hospital with a big headache because he is a wimp. And I pick up Reggie and drag him along with us.
Okay. Yep. You know what? Campus security is still looking for Samantha. So you walk out.
We do find
You
out
walk
which
out the-
restaurant, which restaurant we're going to. That'd be useful to know.
Okay. Yeah, it's just outside of the University District, South Night City. I mean, you look it up. It's basically it's a little bistro that has. It's well known for its steaks, minced pies, all kinds of different things. It's not like
Does it-
upscale like Le Bleu was, but it's like it's a barbecue place.
It's okay. You sold me at restaurant.
And
Marius.
it doesn't have a reputation like, hey, the mafioso hang out here or anything like that.
It's 3.5 stars. Most of the reviews on it say cheap, depending on who's cooking that night. It could be good or bad.
Fine.
Not a lot else on it.
Hey, Marius, do you think we could do some sleuthing while we are going to be waiting for an hour?
Yeah, I'll sleuth the spaghetti and meatballs, and then maybe I'll move into the cheesecake.
Well,
and the
while you're
garlic
doing
toast.
that,
Yeah.
could you see if there's any cameras there?
Again, you have to be within 6 meters.
Wait,
well,
you don't
yes,
just
but,
hack
you
into.
know.
Yeah.
But we're going to the place, so
Yeah, I'm sure I could hook up to the jukebox or something like that. We'll figure it out.
of course. But while you are there, I would like to see if you can, I don't know, historically find any recordings of this Reggie guy meeting up with somebody regularly in this location.
All right, so you have to go to said location to figure out if they've got cameras. So is that where you're going?
Yes, I think so.
Let's do it. Should we
I mean, you-
order ahead or just wait till we get there?
I mean, we could send the text right now and have him supposedly meet in an hour, and you have an hour to do all this sleuthing while you eat. Does that sound equitable?
I think it'll work.
All right. Is
Let's do it.
everybody good with this idea? It is not quite a plan.
Siren sizing some glasses and a hoodie to go on our hostage,
Okay.
so no one can tell that he's out cold from.
Whose
Walk
vehicle
up
are
in.
you taking? And you've got an unconscious, stunned college student.
Does he seem to have any keys on him for a vehicle?
No.
All right.
mean-
Elena, do you want to take your van, or do you want to steal a vehicle and take that?
No, come on, then.
Okay.
Maybe we can try and rouse him while we're in the van, so we're not bringing an unconscious person to the restaurant.
Just
I mean,
gonna
I
say
can
he's
always
got
make him
really drunk.
unconscious again.
Ask for some caffeine.
Laszlo would definitely know how to rouse him if you really want him awake.
I'm also going to leave
Probably
these
when
to
you-
bears. I'm not
Laszlo,
bringing-
you have any of the salts of smelling?
I must have something somewhere that we can work like that. Yes, I guess. Here
Just
and
make me a roll on your medtech ability.
to use technique. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey,
Yeah,
look.
you have various methods.
Now look, we can
All
do
right.
this. Mm.
Do you restrain him at all before you wake him up?
Yes. Does he have any obvious cyberware of anything of the sort?
Yes.
Oh, what kind?
Aye. And who knows what else is in there? Like what else might be in the cranium portion of that?
Laszlo, should we blindfold him? Is there something else we need to be doing about this eye? Do you think he might have one of them implanted cyberdecks?
I can look it over and see what he's got. Sure.
Do you have a skill in cybertech?
I have cybertech, yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Do you want
go
me
ahead.
to roll it?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Not a problem. Okay. So looking at it, it's a modified off-the-shelf device, pretty high end. You're absolutely sure that it's been recording probably since you guys entered the room to internal storage. Other than that, it doesn't look like there's any other connections. It's just got visual recording.
All right. Well, I wave it.
Probably low
Aye.
light as well.
He can see and record us here. It is a standard model, but you know, we are all our faces in his eye now.
Oh, Maris, you want to delete that?
Yeah, is there? Can I connect
No.
to another person? No.
Nope.
All right.
No.
So
Not
We-
even
we-
through a direct
there's
interface
a
in
hard
real life.
line between networks and cybertech. Like Laszlo's probably better at actually removing or doing that.
Well-
So
I could shoot him in the head. That might help.
Extreme dentistry.
Yeah. I'll make sure the molars are fine, though. Don't worry about it. So no, I can't help you. I'm sorry. But it looks like the spaghetti meatballs actually are on the menu. So
In fact,
yeah,
Hmm.
and sometimes they're even
the
cooked.
place is called BBQs.
BBQs, awesome.
Okay.
Should I order one for everyone right now? Do I just? You want to see the menu? Okay, all right. We'll wait.
So, you have woken him? Yes.
I'm putting
Mhm.
sunglasses on his face that I got some nail polish on the back of so he can't see through.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's already
Uh,
on
you-
our faces.
Sacrifice I'm going to make.
You know.
You pull into BBQs. Everybody can make me a roll to see what you can spot on the outside as far as cameras, etc. goes. That's going to be a reveal object under aware.
are they hidden?
Reveal object.
I don't
Oh,
have
conceal
that.
slash reveal. It's conceal slash reveal. There we go.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Conceal slash
Oh, I'm
reveal.
sorry.
Yes,
I mean-
I was lost as well and didn't understand.
So not perception then. All right.
Nope. Okay. Both Pinball and Laszlo. Yes, there are concealed cameras. Oddly, not at the front entrance. Around back, where you had to kind of drive around, you kind of notice them around the back area, where there is like there's a roll up kind of dock to receive. You would guess sides of beef or meat through. It's a pretty large commercial dock, though, for something that's a small restaurant. Seems passingly odd. Elena, did you roll? Okay, an 8. You notice something else completely different than the cameras. This thing has a lot more electrical junctions than makes sense going into this building.
Oh, it's a front, right.
No, this is the back.
It's a back too.
Oh, okay.
It's a front to back.
Okay. I don't know.
It's an efficient design. You put both sides on the same side, and you don't have to go around the building.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's non-Euclidean.
Euclidean.
He means the business is a front for another business that is hiding behind the first business.
Oh, yes, of course. Right.
There you go. A facade, if you will.
Oh, well.
Should imagine you two explaining that in Turkish.
Probably.
Perfect. Yes.
All right. What do you guys want to do? There's a few vehicles parked. The front of the building has some kind of dingy, grimy windows, but enough that you can see in. There's maybe 6 people, a couple of couples, and then some just single people. You're seeing there's like 2 waitresses, and there's somebody at the counter.
Have we signaled this person?
No.
I think we should
I volunteer to go
and
in.
sit down.
Yeah.
I think we should all go in as a group. And
Okay.
what if-
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But if we all sit together, we might have to do like a 15% gratuity. If we sit separately,
I do not think we will be paying. I think we will be dining and dancing from this place. So.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
So what are you doing with your captive?
Well, we're bringing them in, aren't we? Because
Are
we
we?
want this person
Oh.
to see him and then not be suspicious.
Well, we first have to get his cooperation in that.
He's unconscious, right?
Well, I mean, I can take a few teeth out. He'll cooperate.
Yep. Please.
Marius, if you do that, how will he eat? Think these things through.
Oh, right.
Sure, you can't feed pizza to a man with no teeth. I've tried it before.
Okay. All right.
It'll
Sorry.
get you all to a monster.
I'll turn the drill off and I'll put it back in the case. I'm like, I'll whisper, I'll get to use you soon, I'm sure.
Use it as an eating implement. I don't care. Just stop using it on other people.
All right, yeah. So he seemed to have learned his lesson after being electrocuted and voiding himself. So, like, yeah, he's obviously voided in his pants. It's been smelling inside of Elena's vehicle for a bit now.
Oh, man. Now we can't take him anywhere. Unless, Cody, you have more pants.
I have this body bag.
We have a pillowcase we could maybe.
Are you trying to dress him up as a diaper? We could go to a sweatpant window mat if we wanted that.
Well, I mean, that sounds good.
Yeah, so
wait for the
I'm
guy
sure
to-
somebody had like a coat or something thrown in the back that he could just wrap around his waist to disguise things. It still smells bad, but he's like, "Hey, look, whatever you guys want, just don't stun me again, man. Please. That hurt. That hurt a lot."
Oh,
You
we'll
were
make sure we
warned.
get-
What can I say?
So is there 7 of us going in? 6 of us going in? Okay.
What is it you want from me, man? Why'd you bring me here?
We're going to feed you, man. Now shut up.
And before you
We
shut
need-
up, start talking.
Yeah, we need someone to eat with. You can't eat with 5 people. It's bad luck. It has to be 6. Now shut up. Start walking.
Oh.
So let's go in. I'm going in. I'm already making my way in.
Okay.
Real quick,
Yeah.
what does your boss look like?
I mean, it's a different person each time I come in here. He takes a quick look around. Nobody I've met with before is in here.
All right, now understand, you will be fine. We're just trying to get somebody back that is rightfully back where she belongs and not supposed to be here. It will be better for everybody. Do you not agree with this now?
Yeah, man. Look, I don't know what happened to your friend. I just know that this is where she was sent to, to do some work with us. That's all. He's still twitchy, but like he's not looking at you directly anymore. Just kind of sits down sullenly.
Oh, that's respect.
Waiter comes up to you, kind of wipes off this dingy table that you sat down on, cleans it off real good, puts down.
Sorry, I was gonna say, can we get a booth or something for all 6 of us so it's easy to hide what, say, the person in the corner is doing?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, so as soon as you walk in and sit down, all of your agents go off. Basically, the menus are all being broadcast to your agents, so you can look through. It's prime rib night. They've also, it's a special tonight. Prime rib, 2 sides. You're also here during happy hour, so there's some
fucking tastic
homebrew suds on tap. By the pitcher, which seems like everyone else here is doing. Cheap beer, meat. I mean, how can you go wrong?
All right, dinner's on me, folks. My treat.
Just
Oh.
made up.
Prices
Expensive.
are actually pretty good. Yeah, not expensive, but not it's not like gutter cheap, but not expensive either.
I mean,
Pretty reasonable.
I gather everybody in close. Guaranteed non-human? Maybe, maybe not. If they're disposing of people here.
Oh, they better not.
Again, make sure you can identify it before we start. Or can't identify it, I guess.
Well, I mean, Elena told us that there was more technical boxes, etc., around here than was necessary.
And more
right?
cargo area than we need.
So Matt, can you scan the area, Marius, and like see what networks we have, and open up the secret doorway that is in the freezer or something? I don't know.
Right after we reorder. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll look for all the hookups, the interfaces.
There's nothing, but if you do just a quick scan, there is a wireless network. Go ahead and do a scan.
Okay, I will do that. Do I have to roll for that, or is that free?
That is an action that you have. Basically, your what's it called? Where you scan to see what's available.
Scanner.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't write that on here. What is that? Just an interface?
Yep, just an interface check.
I think it's just.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay.
It's not even a protected network. What you're finding is basically the same system that's shooting the menus to you also allows you to turn on jukebox, choose music. You can even get sports channels, all that, and you can cast it to some of the big screens, or you can cast it to your tabletop. The tabletop itself is a visual display, but that's all it is. The system will take your payment through your agent as well. But that's all you're seeing.
Huh. Well, I have good news and bad news.
What is the bad news?
The bad news is that I don't have an access into their internal network.
And how is there some good news?
Well, the cheesecakes are buy one get one half off. Because you can get the menu through here, right? So, I mean, cheesecakes. You can all have a cheesecake. Not human.
Are cheesecakes notably not involving humans most of the time? I'm confused.
Well, where do you think the cream comes from to make the cream cheese?
Goats? Ah,
Maybe. No promises. So, yeah. So, what song do you guys want? I'm just gonna pick Bryan Adams.
why are you picking such old music?
Because I like these Canadian artists. You know, they're
Anything
always
by
really
Gold
good.
Siren?
Classic rock for us tonight, boys.
Put on the Proto
right.
Man or something.
Okay, so Gold Siren puts in her order for some food. What's everyone else doing? Marius, so you're picking up the Wi-Fi connection. So you're thinking that if there is anything else here, the network is probably not broadcast as Wi-Fi. It's hardwired, but you're not seeing any place to connect where you are.
Okay. When I go to the bathroom, I'll make a look. After I order, I'm going to go to the bathroom and make a look for it, see if I can see anything, any access points.
Okay. So you order, you go to the bathroom. Where do you look?
I want to look along the walls. Maybe there's like a camera or something I could splice into.
So you enter the bathroom. It's dingy. It's
hope there's no
dirty.
camera in here.
This is a place where a lot of folks come to drink beer. It's not clean. You're looking in the walls. No cameras, obvious. I mean, you see some wires that have been painted over. They're probably electrical. It's got the what do you call them? The panel drop ceilings in here. You know, the panels are dingy. Some of them are water stained.
Is there anyone else in here?
No, you're the only one in here right now.
I'm
But
gonna
someone
climb.
just left and vomited all over the toilet.
Okay, I'm gonna lock the door, and I'm gonna get up
Mhm.
on the counter and look into the ceiling.
Yeah, you push aside one of the ceiling tiles, and the first thing you notice is that the stains and the water damage and everything, it's all cosmetic. Like on the top side, these things are solid, they're soundproof, and the stains are painted on. And so you look up in here, and there's a fat, thick, what do you call it? It's a conduit. You know, this would be carrying data cables through it.
Okay, all right. And where is it going? Just
Can't tell. You just see the conduit in the ceiling. Shouldn't be there. You know exactly what it is. This is carrying fiber optic. This is carrying like a digital stream.
So, can I like throw a wire over it, or and get some of the signals that are on fiber optic?
I'm going to say, since this is your role, that you do have a way to tap these lines like this when there's not like a normal interface.
Okay.
All right. So it is a main trunk line. So go ahead. You need to get through the gate. So it is a secure system. So take a net action to find that gate and get through it.
Okay. So Pathfinder.
Yep.
Action, and that's a roll. Hang on. Roll interface. Did that work?
Nothing came through.
Why is it not working? I'm pressing it. All right. I don't know how to use this character sheet. Try that.
Yep, there it goes. Okay, 14. Wow, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Yes. So you get into the system. There is a huge data pipe. There's an enormous amount of data coming through the pipe. You don't know what it is. Like, you can see the flow going by. It is a huge amount of data. This is like a full trunk line, like someone would have to like an office complex going to this dingy little store. The other thing you find is there is the video feed.
Okay.
Right. So do you want to try and hack in the video feed as your second net action?
I think that,
or gain control of it, actually, is what you would be doing.
Yeah, I think that sounds like. How many stories is this building? Is it just a one story?
Just looks like a one-story building from the outside, anyway.
Okay. So yeah, I'll hack into the video feed.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Bert.
Yeah.
just to be on the level, the custom one that Kelly's using right now is rolling 5 higher than his actual interface should be.
Is it?
That's how it's set. Because he's got 4 levels and then it's adding a stat. So it's rolling a bit.
Oh,
higher.
it should not be adding. Yeah, it should not be adding a
Yeah.
stat. So that first one was still fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second one actually is still fine. There's two video feeds. You've got control of the video unit. One of the video feeds is the cameras you saw in the back, and you see that there's somebody taking a smoke on the back loading dock, and you see that there's a truck backing up, and he's unrolling like the cargo door, and you're watching the truck back up as he's waving them in. Second feed is more interesting. You're looking at what appears to be a serious laboratory of some kind. The video feed is kind of like from the top down. You're looking at a scientist that's got a tablet out, looking at the data stream. There is a young man laying on the table, looks college age. Basically, all kinds of electrodes attached to his skull in different points, coupled to his wrist. You get a view of the monitor that he's looking at, heart rate, and all that. And then you just see like this status bar going across. It completes. The scientist kind of looks at big set of consoles, what's going on. He reaches down, he starts to pull plugs out of this kid. He opens the kid's eyes. You can see the kid is breathing. It's very shallow, very slow. Shines a light into the kid's eyes, rolls him over so that he's face down on the table. The guy pulls out a bolt gun. You know what a bolt gun is?
I think so.
A pithing gun?
No, so it's a gun that they use to put down cattle or farm animals before
Okay.
So yes,
processing.
a pithing gun.
He puts it right in the back of this kid's neck, and then you hear he just bolts the kid. A couple of other people come in, and they just carry the body off.
Okay.
About this time, Marius, you get some more text alerts going off. It's from Ollivander's kid. It has circumvented going through Ollivander's agent, and it's going directly to yours now. Directly.
Well, that
And-
seems odd.
It's text messages again, and it's like, it's cold in here. It's so cold in here.
I'm sure I have the answers to this puzzle. Is it possible to record what I saw and send it to my companion's agents?
We're eating here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure, just because it's fun, and that's exactly what happens, Laszlo. You've got this spicy meatball, this
Wait, they've got their food
just
already?
slathered up in sauce. You got it up to your face. Your agent goes off. You look down at your agent just to see this guy put the bolt gun to the kid's back of his head, pull the trigger.
Oh, man.
Get
This is
him
why I
to
do not
him.
be the suspicious people that are not guaranteed human free.
I like this story thing. No,
But it smells so good.
It always comes up in Bert's campaigns. Bert, is there something we should be concerned about? Are you okay?
Oh, you're cutting out real bad there, Stephen.
That's fine, man.
Not for us, or not for me
Okay.
at least.
Just me then. Just me
Or
then.
just reflecting. That's it. All right.
All right.
Okay.
So, I look up calmly at Elena and Laszlo and Gold Siren, and I'm like, objections to me just busting down the door and taking up, improving a bit, shall we say.
Hey,
I don't know how many there are. They could have all have guns. Try something.
Their guns will become my guns. It is fine.
Well, if you want to.
Also, do we know where the freezer is?
Probably in the kitchen.
So let's try there first.
Well, looking around the restaurant, everybody who is here, is there anybody who seems off, who might actually be working for the back, for want of a better term? There,
Give me a human
not the front.
perception.
Yeah,
Yeah, give me a human perception check.
Add in that luck.
there you go.
Ooh.
16.
Ah,
Or
what you
I
expect?
don't meet people. I just don't care enough to.
Yeah. The waiters and waitresses seem bored. They don't seem to want to be here because this is drunk hour. This is when the college students are coming in, getting the cheap beer. They leave a mess. You hear one of them say, "Did you see what they did to the bathroom?"
Look at Marius.
Yep. The cook, however, also seems perfectly normal, but he seems like he's really enjoying his work. Like he's really just going at it back there. He's spicing things up. He's tasting the sauces, just really into his work. Nobody is acting any different than you would imagine they would. As far as the kids around, most of them are drunk. There's a slightly older couple, maybe in their 30s, that seem to be enjoying the special tonight, the ribs. Again, everything looks completely normal.
The older couple who are in their 30s. Old ancient
Old people in their 30s. So close to death.
Okay. Well, I don't think anybody here is in on this.
This is
with,
Cyberpunk
back.
Red. How did they live to such an advanced age? I mean,
families want to go in. Face first, distract and smash. They want to do.
How do we get down to the
should we take the
back?
Karen route? Gold Siren, do you feel like a Karen today?
Adjust a little bit. Absolutely.
So the only cameras that Marius found were the ones in the loading bay out back, and then wherever this feed is coming from. And again, I mean, it may not even be this building, as far as you know. I mean, there's no real way to tell. It's coming through the data pipe, but the camera could be anywhere.
But it's got to be reasonably local though, for the network. Right.
That's true.
So the only cameras are at the back. Then the back must be the entrance. Has to be, because you do not guard the not entrance.
Hey, Reggie, very quickly, as you are starting to realize the depth of your dilemma, where does the people that you meet come from? The back room or, somewhere else? Front? Do they come around the front or do they come from the back?
Okay, so most of that broke up for me. So you're asking about which people coming from where?
Yeah, the
Sorry.
people that he meets here, do they come from the back or do they enter from the entrance?
Oh, no, they come up front. I usually just take a seat, I order, and then eventually somebody just sits down at my booth. Like they know my face.
Yeah, but do they come through the front door or the back door?
Front door.
Front door, front door.
So maybe there's no entrance between or connection between the two.
Possibly. Or it's being used as previous said facade. I would like to make a deduction roll to see if that is a reasonable conclusion to come to.
So what is your hypothesis that what?
That this building is being used as a front, both for like a cover for something that's actually like happening next door, for example.
Yeah, that's not something that you can really roll for. You can either think it or not. I mean, there's nothing to roll for that. You can
Yeah,
think
they do.
that
They
or you
have-
cannot think that.
They have an actual skill for that.
They have a
They
skill
have
called deduction, certainly, but I don't know if that
Yep.
means that you
Yeah.
can just.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't just deduce. Yeah, that's not how that works.
I think that's
It's a
exactly
perfectly reasonable. It's a perfectly reasonable argument, but no, making a roll is not going to tell you if that is true or false. That's not how that works.
Let's do a soft inquiry first. I'm going to make a fuss, and then Elena, you break into the freezer, see what we're dealing with. Anything goes sideways, bounce. All right?
Or the freezer.
Because the message keeps saying she's cold.
Yeah, according to
I
the
think-
thing here,
I
you
think
were
she's
taken
dead
with
already.
the lab. Did
Okay.
you shock
So
all?
what is the what's the distraction?
I pull hair out of Reggie's head, put it on my
Okay.
face, pick up the plate, walk towards I'm assuming there's a bar, as there usually is in a diner. We'll throw it down on the bar and shout, "I cannot believe this!" Expletive, expletive. How you would serve this? I want to speak to your manager right now.
Okay. Actually, yeah. So the cook comes out from behind the area, and he seems really upset. He's like, "Oh, no. Gaston, he is a bald man. There's no way hair makes it into Gaston's food. No way. I'm very sorry how this happened. I do not know. Perhaps hair was brought in by these students who are drunk and befouling my establishment." He seems very upset.
If
Not
happens
at you,
to
just
do
at
it,
the
what do
fact that
call
you
that?
are upset.
Throw it at him. At him. At the wall. So it's shattered.
I will give you that. You have pulled him out, and he's very upset that you are upset. He's trying to placate you. The waitresses and waiters are being taken, their time's being taken up by the students. Who wants to run to the back? Just clear shot.
Yes, you have stealth
yeah,
with everybody.
Pinball will.
Pinball. You kind of quickly just round the corner nonchalantly through the back. Use the kitchen area where you saw Gaston here cooking just fine. There's a back area. You walk through the back and you can feel the cool night air as where the freezers are is also where this truck's backed up, and they're bringing hanging meats out. There's this like conveyor belt sort of thing with these meat hooks, and the guy in the back is slabbing these sides of meat onto it, and they're just conveying it into the refrigerator or the deep freeze, which is opened. But then you catch something very odd. The guy in the truck, after the person helping him in the back signs off on paperwork, goes into the deep freeze, and then you see two bagged things sliding in the opposite direction, going into the truck out of the deep freeze.
All right. So I'm going to sneak up. I'm going to try to. He's still in the deep freeze, correct?
Yeah. He's basically. It's not a mechanical system. Like it's just real. It's a pulley system or a rail and pulley system. So he's just slinging these things into the back of his truck on this little pulley thing. So he's still back there.
So
You've just seen two of these. You've just seen two of these, whatever they are, going to the back of his truck.
Kind of look like body bags.
They kind of look like body bags. Yeah.
So I'm going to try to sneak up and open one of the bags, assuming they have a easy zipper or something.
Okay. Tell you what. Make me a stealth roll.
Okay. I'm going to add 2 points of cool to the luck to this. So whatever this roll plus 2. 24.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Yeah, he's rooting around back inside that meat locker. Like you take a quick look just to see if you're being observed. He's actually moved aside a panel. It's like there's a hidden panel in there, and he's removing these from the hidden panel. You can see that he's in the process of trying to fit the panel back. He's having problems. It's not aligning up right, and he's cursing about it. Allows you time to go over, and you unzip it, and the cold, very dead face of Elena stares back at you. It's got a meat hook through the back of the head coming out of the mouth. Frozen solid. And we'll end it there on that cheery note.
Well, at least we're not eating them.
Comedy!
She's giving him the cold shoulder. That's why he didn't get
yeah.
another date. Something like that.
Yep.
Oh, humor.
Yes, got a cool reception.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a little dark, this one, but we will continue on the next
I just
time.
wish
Richard,
the
what do you got
character
going
had a
on?
different name, that's all.
Yeah, it's Elena and Elena.
Well, I mean, if she's
Very
dead, then
similar.
at least we won't have this problem for much longer. So, you know, there we go.
So that's why I
Tell us
did it.
about your stream, Richard.
Hi there, I'm Richard, and I have no pre-prepared thing here, but you can watch me play video games badly here on Twitch at LMTDDMFFR, or, say it with me now, Limited Time Offer. No vowels.
No vowels.
No vowels.
No
vowels.
All right. Jameis, what you got going on?
Yep, I have a blog, and I've actually done some posts on it this week. So activity.
All right. And unless things have changed, I do believe that both Kelly and Steven are internet black holes with nothing going anywhere.
You can find me here on Steam Still Murder.
Nice.
And
Kelly,
Michael
you got
doesn't get
anything?
mentioned at all.
Nothing to shout out. I do, however, want to put it on record. I enjoyed
There we
playing the game immensely. Just want to point that out there because I know 40 acts of it. Well, Gold Siren now isn't a very pleasant person. So make sure you understand that it's character, not anything to do with you guys.
There we go. Kelly, you wanna pimp your Blade Runner game coming up soon?
Oh, put me on the spot. No, yes.
No. Okay.
Yes, no.
No,
Blade
that's
Runner.
not happening.
Yeah.
I'm mistaken.
No, there's a Blade Runner game coming up soon. It's
Cool.
Blade Runner.
We may or may not stream it. I don't know if we've got consensus on that yet or not, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. And of course, if you found us, you know where we are. Twitch.tv/Steam Still Murder. Check out the podcast. Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. 13 plus years of podcasting goodness on there. So say goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
It's a sitcom, I swear.
He lies.